We had Meccano. I mean, there was always Meccano about at home.
Meccano.
Yeah.
Yes, Meccano, that was the big one. And used to make almost anything and everything with Meccano, as long as you had enough bits and hadn't lost all the bolts and nuts, because they were nut and bolt connections. There was no sort of screwing to wood and things like that. But they were good.
No, I had Meccano as well.
I used to make buildings with my Meccano,
Okay.
such as churches, things like that. All bolted nut and bolt. Bridges. I made bridges.
What did other people make out of their Meccano?
Cranes and things like
Yeah,
that.
cranes.
I remember.
Yeah.
When my parents took me up to see my grandparents in Albion Hill in Brighton, we was always given a box of like stone bricks,
Yeah.
and with curved ones and straight ones, and you could build things with them. But they were just only just straight bricks. You couldn't connect them together like you do with Meccano.
Meccano, in my case, I can remember building a crane, and there was a winch. So you had a piece of string and the pulley wheel at the top, and I still have the grab in amongst some bits and pieces that are in a drawer of oddments that you don't throw away, but you've got no use for. So I've still actually got the grab, a metal one, obviously. Yeah, I've still got that indoors. But the rest of the Meccano goes on to, your brother or your sister. I had 3 sisters, so there were dolls around, but I didn't play with the dolls. But Meccano was.
Yeah, but I mean, Meccano. I'd got 3 brothers and then 2 sisters,
Yeah.
and the Meccano went down to my brothers. But by the time my sisters were small, I was the eldest of the 5 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cranes was a big thing, though, wasn't it? Meccano.
Crane,
Yeah.
crane. Well, mainly because if you had the pulley wheels and the winch and the grab, then it was the obvious thing to do, wasn't it? With so many cranes, proper cranes
in
being
the harbour
about,
too, wasn't
yes, yeah, yes.
And do you remember whether or not you always had all the bits you needed in Meccano?
I think you run out of screws
You
and
could
nuts
go
and
and
bolts.
buy them. You could buy extra bits at Taylor's in Preston Street, Brighton. Any parts you wanted for Meccano, you could buy to increase the size of your set,
If you could afford to buy them, if you had the money.
if you could afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Christmas present, and that was it, wasn't it?
A box full of it.
A box full.
Yeah.